5. Hey guys, welcome to the JaySquared Podcast. I'm Jesoma,
I'm J-Rock.
and this is the JaySquared Podcast. We've been gone for about 3 to 4 weeks. I blame J-Rock. It's always her fault. But we do want to bring you guys an amazing
Whatever.
show. But let's not get hung up on who's right and who's wrong. Okay, let's just focus on having an
yeah,
amazing show today. All right.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, 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 yeah.
and I want to begin by asking, how was your day, J-Rock?
Well, let's start off by welcoming everyone to Volume 3.
Oh yeah, it's volume 3, guys. Look,
Yeah.
listen. We usually go by chapters instead of episodes. If you guys are new here, we go by chapters instead of episodes. We are in our third volume because, I mean, we've been doing this a while. Congrats to us. I was really looking at our Halloween post, and I was like, "Yo, this is our third Halloween post.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a
We
minute.
out here.
Like,
We
we're out
out here.
here. We out
Yeah.
here." So, yeah, with that being said, we really want to make this one a special one, and we want to get a lot of, I guess, I want to post a lot of content from this one. So we have a lot of exciting topics that we're going to be going over,
hmm
and we want to welcome your guys' feedback. Also, big shout out to you guys who are sending us information and updates on what is going on or things that we've talked about and whatnot, and just really getting involved in our podcast. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. So thank you. So
Yeah.
let's start the show. How's your day?
Okay. My day's been great. I've been chilling. It
Okay.
hasn't snowed again, so that's phenomenal. Um,
Yeah, that looked terrifying. Not gonna lie. It
dude,
looked it looked annoying.
dude. Honestly, like it looked really pretty because like I've never seen it like that. Usually when it's snowing, I'm inside. So
Yes,
the fact that
sounds
I
like
was
you.
outside was pretty sick. But we could put a clip somewhere of just
Oh
me
yeah.
in the
Oh, let's
snow.
do it.
Definitely add that clip. That was pretty funny. But how was your day? How's your Halloween? We could talk about Halloween.
Oh, let's talk about Halloween. Yeah. Well, my day was pretty awesome. Pretty chill. Uh, just getting these workouts in and making sure
Nice.
that keeping my knee healthy. But
Gang
Halloween
gang.
was actually pretty awesome. Yeah, exactly. Gang 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 gang. But Halloween was pretty awesome. We went to an arcade bar with a few friends. Me and my girlfriend, we dressed up as creatures of the night, so that was pretty dope. I was a vampire. She was a witch, so we kind of just vibed out, danced to all the Halloweeny songs, the '80s type
Nice.
songs. It was a dope bar, so we had a great time.
Yeah, I gotta
How,
go next time I'm there.
for real. And you were miércoles.
I was miércoles, aka Wednesday Adams.
That
So
was
that was a lot of
dope.
fun.
You looked insane. That was awesome.
Thank
That was
you. I
awesome.
tried my best. But yeah, then we ended up going to the movies to watch Halloween, which was pretty fun, but
Pretty epic.
pretty epic and chill Halloween. So I'll
That's
take
dope.
it because it was cold. So I'll
It
take
was so
that.
strange. It was so strange. I didn't have any candy. I was just like, it, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't
I
feel
want to
like
talk about that.
100% Halloween. It didn't feel
I
like
want to talk about
100%
that.
Halloween. All right, go
I want to
ahead.
talk about that. Um, because what's going on? Um, no one trick or treats anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
What's going on with
Nobody
that?
does. I get it. I get it though. People aren't trick or
Was it
treating.
because of the
Uh,
pandemic?
I think that the pandemic plays a part in it, but also I think it's a safety thing, man. I don't think people feel as safe as they used to. So
hmm
they're not taking risk by going out and having those experiences.
I get that,
I
but
think that's
like
what it is.
as a like our childhood, like we went trick or treating together even in high school. Like
Yeah. Yo,
it's all
did you hear about
remember
what's going on?
what?
Did you hear about what's going on? Dude, so they are actually banning anybody who's a teenager and up from trick or treating.
Who's banning
Or
who?
the like the government in specific
Fuck the
states.
government. Y'all ain't gonna
Yeah.
ban nobody. I'm an adult and I'm
No,
still gonna try to go trick or treating.
it's
I
it's
want
a
candy.
it's a felony. It could be they said that it could be seen as up to a felony in some states.
Yo, fuck the
And
US.
and
Real
if you're
talk.
assisting, like if you're assisting somebody, like if you're assisting a child with trick or treating, you can't be wearing a mask. You have to be like pretty much like not in costume. Pretty much is what they're
You
saying.
know what? Forget trick or treating. Just do like the regular where you pop up somewhere, like a festival or like whatever
Yeah,
pumpkin patch that they have and get candy there. Because now you're
that's what
just
they're.
ruining
Yeah,
Halloween.
that's what it is. I feel like I'm in the footloose town. Like no
Yeah,
more
like
fun.
no fun, no music, no dancing, nothing.
No, but like I think
That's
that
some loser vibes right there.
it is. It's terrible. But I mean, I think that the issue is that people are definitely feeling a lot more hesitant when people are coming up to their doors. And
I
also
get that.
like parents are feeling a lot more hesitant when it comes to letting their kids out because we don't know what's going on anymore. Imagine your kid goes out for Halloween and then he don't come back and you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
was it
Sorry,
worth it?
my brain went to Imagine Dragons when you said Imagine.
Oh my god.
I know.
One, stay on topic.
Totally
Okay.
off topic.
Nah, man, but it's super annoying, super sad.
Yeah,
But
the
yeah,
downfall,
what did you
man.
see? What did you see online that was a crazy costume that you
There's
really liked?
like I know there's three costumes that I was just like, oh, this is top tier for me.
Mm-hmm.
Kerry Washington dressing up as Shakari
Is Shakara
Richardson was
Richardson? Yeah,
so
that
good.
was
I
dope.
think I think she won Halloween in my opinion. That was a really good
I
costume.
thought it was. I thought it was really good. I
Yeah,
really did like it.
creative. Yeah.
There
The
was
other one
so
was
many.
the Diddy one that you sent me of him just being the Dark Knight again.
That was fire. And did you see
Yeah.
the Did you see the reason why he did it?
Yeah, because they're trying to tell him not to wear it anymore.
Not just
Uh,
that, but he also did
Warner
like the whole
Brothers.
commercial. He did a whole commercial about the
Oh,
strike, about the writer's strike, and
oh.
pretty
So
much he was
Diddy's on
like,
that. Okay,
yeah,
respect,
he pretty much
respect,
it was
respect.
dope. Yeah, so he was pretty much holding the guy like he was pretty much taking out the guy that's holding up the writer's strike and stuff like that as the Dark
Nice,
Knight.
nice, nice,
It was
nice.
it was pretty fire. I'll send it to you eventually. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
I don't know. I think what I really did like Webinyama. I liked his
Oh,
Slenderman.
Wemby, the Slenderman
Yeah,
was pretty
his
cool
Slenderman was
because he's
pretty
so
fire. I'm
tall.
not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah,
Yeah, I because he looks like I was like I get it. That makes
yeah.
sense.
It was good.
I don't think
I'll tell
he's
you my third
worn.
one.
Yeah, who?
My third one, well, it's this band called Boy Genius, but it's all women. They dressed
Hmm.
up as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
That's pretty
It was
fucking cool.
so good. I
That's
was
pretty
just like,
cool.
yo, wow. So that was good too. But Wemby's was pretty sick, which goes into our next topic with the
Oh yeah,
NBA is back.
the NBA is back, and I'm not gonna lie, they are not disappointing. They are not disappointing
I
at all.
mean,
Now,
I
I don't feel that
mean,
way. I don't feel that way. I don't know how you can feel that way. Okay, let's talk about it.
let's talk about the Heat.
I'm not going by teams. I'm talking about the NBA in general. Look, and don't do this to me. It hurts enough. I we gave away so many keys, and I think it's showing. I'm gonna be real with you. It's
No,
showing. It
I
is
think
showing.
we
It's
didn't
showing.
bring people in.
That's my point. We gave away what we
We
had, and
traded
we didn't
away.
bring it
We
in
didn't get
what we needed.
Dame, and then now it's just like
And other teams
whatever.
developed, and they're showing out.
Hmm.
They are showing out, bro. All the teams that made investments, unlike our dumbasses, are
That part.
showing why the investments were necessary, bro. Look
Yeah.
at look at Wemby on the Spurs. Just
The
dropped 38.
Warriors.
Dude, the Warriors, dude, Wemby on the Spurs. just dropped 38 on Kevin Durant's head top. Beat them twice already. Beat the Suns twice. And that's who they were
Well, the Suns
comparing
aren't
him to.
really. The
No,
Suns
but
ain't
this is
shit, honestly.
but that was a super team that a lot of people a couple years ago. And that's
Well,
another
it's
team that
technically now it's still a super team, but I think that's all hype.
but not anymore because now like people are saying, okay, that was supposed to be a super team when they had Chris Paul, uh, Devin Booker, and KD. Oh, who's gonna stop them? But now you have a team with just one pivotal player shut that whole shit down. And now you have
Yeah.
Chris Paul who joined the Warriors is showing out. Like people were like, how's this gonna work? We don't think that you can have Chris Paul and Steph on the same team, like at
Or
the
Chris
same
Paul coming
time.
off the bench. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Or Chris Paul and Steph Curry on the floor at the same time. It's not gonna
Hmm.
work. Bro, they are shutting shit down. He's doing exactly what a great point guard is supposed to do. Don't worry about yourself. Get Steph looks, and he gets Steph
Hmm.
looks, and Steph delivers. Bam.
Can we talk real quick about our guy Jordan Poole? You like that?
Yo, I love that. I love that. Down 21 in Atlanta, going for an alley-oop dunk to
Yo,
shorten
that's
the lead
insane.
to 19. What?
That's like insanity mentality right there. Like, yeah, I don't give
Bro,
a fuck. Let me get this highlight on my like
he-
tape.
he's going out sad, man. He's going out sad. And one of the worst things about this whole like debacle
Hmm.
is that he is an incredible player.
He's an
He
incredible scorer.
he has
He
all the
could
tools,
create. Yeah.
but I think the biggest mistake is that they put him on a great team too early.
Well,
They
they
put him on
drafted
it.
him.
Yeah, they shouldn't have ever drafted him. They
Okay,
should have
Jay.
never drafted. No, because think about it. Think about it. A lot of times you have to grow into that role
Hmm.
because you have Steve Kerr, who's a guy. Steve Kerr, who is a
Oh, he's a
guy.
guy.
Steve Kerr, yeah, apparently. Reports say. No, but Steve Kerr is a coach who's going to give you opportunity.
Hmm.
If you show up in the smallest moments, he's going to give you opportunity. Now you have different players who take advantage of that
Hmm.
and try to make that opportunity their highlight. No, he needed to be put in his place, and now he runs the show at Washington. Congratulations, you got what you want.
Well, they just lost to the Heat, so let's go.
Bro, what was
Let me
what was the
plug the
score?
Heat in, bro. Let me just
I
plug
know
them in.
it just hurts. It just hurts.
We won by
I mean,
7. 121, 114. Tyler Hero, the GOAT. He's literally carrying us. I don't know. Jimmy Butler decides to only play in the playoffs.
yeah. I mean, but that's something that I think that is a good thing because you should give him time to because he exerts a lot of
Yeah.
energy, and I think that
Yeah.
we have to realize that that's not a good thing when it comes to a player like Jimmy Butler
Yeah.
because you do like that other players get load management and all that shit and they get to take some time off. Jimmy Butler doesn't even can't afford that luxury because he has to put the team on his back every year. No,
Hmm.
that's bullshit. Let Tyler Hero go ahead and earn his song. let
I
him
mean,
earn
he
that let him
has,
earn that
honestly.
Jack Harlow song. No, but I mean in the like last year he what happened to him last year? Wasn't he injured for a good portion of the season?
No, I think he was sixth man of the year last year, and then he broke his hand the first game of the playoffs.
There you go. Like that's that's those are pivotal times where it's like, damn, we need you to earn that. He's done a great job. I'm just saying like he hasn't been as active as I want him to be. And then
Or
we
what?
have
What did he
other people.
win?
Hmm?
He won something last year or the year before. It wasn't sixth man of the year, but he did win
Mm,
something. Oh no, it was sixth man of the year, but in 2022. Yeah. So he has proven himself. It's just that he broke his hand.
but last year he didn't. That's what I'm trying to say. Like my point is that is like I want him to perform to the standard of earning that song. Like that song mentioned.
Okay,
He had a whole song. Like
I
think
know.
about it. When you mention Steph Curry in a song, then it's like, oh yeah, I get it. Cause look at Steph. When you mention Tyler Hero on the song, and if you're not from Miami, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
still be looking at it a little bit sideways, like,
I
why are you
get that.
doing this?
I
Like,
get that. I get that.
I don't know. And one of the things I did want to talk about, LeBron is my guy. So, well, not my guy, but I love LeBron's
I
game.
mean, this actually
He's
goes
my favorite
into
player.
our special topic, so yeah, that's fine.
That
He's
is
your
true.
guy.
That is true. That is true. I'll
Yeah,
say
he's your guy.
my favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but he is showing up too.
Oh, okay. I thought this was going turning left, and I was about to be like,
Oh, no, 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 no.
"Whoa!"
No, 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 no. I'm not gonna have you disagree with me about LeBron. That
You
would be
scared the shit out of
crazy.
me. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Wait a second."
Dude, to be 39 and be fucking just balling
Mm-hmm.
on people, taking over in games like that, that's ridiculous. He's still not gonna get his flowers. Dude, there's always gonna be haters, but I'm just gonna always be confused by how people can hate on this man at this point. Like he's just shown that, you know, what else could he do? What else
True.
can you do? He dropped 30, what was it, 32 points against the Clippers. And that's why I say like I feel like the NBA is really showing up. Um they're they're making it a show again. They're not just having like useless games. Like I'm even excited to see what lame, like what I would consider before as uh lame teams. I'm even excited for them. I want to see what they're going to be doing because I it's a toss
Interesting.
up now. It's a toss up now. We don't know who the big dog is when it comes to this.
Okay. I
Before
think
before before I was sure that
I
it
get you.
was
I get you.
going
I
to
get you.
be
Any team could win now, is what you're saying.
exactly. Can't
Mm-hmm.
wait. It's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now let's talk about the WNBA for a second.
Mm-hmm.
The Aces.
Champs.
Did
Back to back.
did you predict this? Did you predict this, or
Um,
did you think it was
I
going to be a little
predicted
bit?
this final. I predicted this final. Obviously, like I was rooting for the Liberty because I'm living in New York.
Okay.
But the Aces are just like a super team, and not even on purpose because they had key players injured. I think the Liberty has a super team, but they don't play for each other. They play for like their individual stats. Meanwhile, the Aces are a complete team, if that makes sense.
Got it. So it's like
So
so they're pretty much a team that's like they can do it. They can do it on their own, but they choose to just play like the Warriors.
the Aces are the Warriors. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. And I would say like I don't even know who to compare the Liberty to. Oh, maybe the Suns. A bunch of superstars on the team, but Devin Booker is trying to get his buckets. Same with Brianna
Yeah.
Stewart. She's trying to get her buckets. KD's
Oh,
trying to
which
get his
is
buckets. Sabrina's trying to get her buckets.
I
So
don't
similar to
understand
that.
that. I don't understand that at this point because I see the WNBA as a way more is way more interesting to watch their gameplay together. So I don't understand the individual stat thing in the WNBA. As
Um,
do you get
I
what I'm
think
trying to
it's
say?
no, I get what you're trying to say. I think it's their first year playing together.
Got
So
it.
obviously like they're still trying to figure out how to gel.
Yeah.
But I will say like I think it was game 4. Um the Liberty were leading the whole time. And then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter it was just like they choked. And then they had the ball to win the game to send it into game 5, which is like their game 7. And literally the play that they ran was like it just made no sense. You want the ball in the superstar's hands, right? But
Yeah.
then you give it to one of the players who's been shooting like straight ass. to hit your game winner, and then just like I believe airballed it or just like awful shot. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the play, but like whatever you guys did in those last 10 seconds or whatever, however long it was, like, what the fuck are you doing? So honestly, the Aces deserved it. Asia Wilson deserves her flowers. She was third on the MVP ranking, which is disrespectful. She should have been the MVP. Even though like Alyssa Thomas
Mm-hmm.
had a great season. And so did Stewie, but honestly, Asia Wilson is just like top tier. Like she's one of the goats. So deserved. Aces, congratulations, back-to-back champs. Let's see if they can run it for
Definitely,
the 3-peat.
100%. Ooh, what do you think?
I think they can, but I hope the Liberty win one.
But do you think that there's any other team that could even compete, or not as of yet?
Connecticut Sun. They have
Okay.
a really good team. But not as of yet. I think like depending on this college draft class for the women's side, because literally all the superstars are coming out
Yeah.
this year. So wherever they land will decide the future of the WNBA.
Shoot,
and it's exciting.
it's such a crazy year.
Yeah,
It's
it's
such a
exciting.
crazy year coming up. I can't wait. That sounds actually really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So Messi, he went to his eighth Ballon d'Or. What does that mean? Because I have. Did I say it wrong?
Ballon d'Or.
God damn it!
It's okay.
But
It's
well,
difficult
what
to
is
say.
that? I have no idea.
So, I don't even know how to explain this in like football or basketball terms because it doesn't really exist. It's like the MVP of the world.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. So all the soccer players in the whole world, and I'm talking even about like Division 2, like nobodies, all of them are ranked. So with this, you get like the top 10 rankings of the best players of the year. And then you like they'll drop the 20 to 10, and then from 9 to like 4 rank them. And then the top 3 are the ones that are nominated for Ballon d'Or. So they'll be like, oh, I think Ronaldo deserves it. I think Messi deserves it. I think Neymar deserves it. Or Haaland or Mo Salah, whatever player deserves it. Messi has won it 8 times. He's like one of the only players who's won it 8 times. So he's been the best player in the whole world 8 times. So there's this iconic picture now of him, like similar to with the rings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that they made of the trophy. But this literally just cements him even more as the GOAT soccer player of all time.
Yeah,
or
it's like how many
football
times,
player.
it's how many years can you name somebody as the best player without calling them the best out of all time?
Yeah, and then like Ronaldo was trying to take shots, but it's like, dude, humble yourself.
Would you say that Ronaldo has pretty privilege?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's where a lot of his
that's a fair
his
take.
following comes from.
Yeah. I don't like his narcissistic behavior or like personality. He's very much an ego person and like crybaby. And Messi's a lot more humble. So I said what I said. Cancel
Jesus. Me. You're about to get killed out here. All right, so
Messi!
this is something that happened. I think it was last week. I'm gonna try to explain it to you as simple as possible, but let's just say it because we're all thinking it. We witnessed a robbery. So Francis Ngannou fought Tyson Fury and lost by 1 point on the judges' scorecard. And in everybody's eyes, everybody who has eyes, boxing fanatics and not and non-boxing fanatics, they know what the deal was. Francis Ngannou, in my personal opinion, and everybody else's personal opinion, beat Tyson Fury and shocked the world, and they just didn't want to give him that win. So, uh, if I could break down, do you know exactly who Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury is?
Yeah, I know
And
both
they
of them.
are? Okay. So, for those of you guys who don't really follow, it's like pretty much Francis Ngannou is a heavyweight MMA fighter who transitioned into boxing and actually put up a hell of a good fight against Tyson Fury, who has never lost a fight. Now, Tyson Fury is extremely tough. He's pound for pound the best heavyweight that's on the planet and arguably who's ever lived. But when Ngannou stepped in the ring with him, he made him look not as good. And on top of not making him look as good, also knocked him down. Now, the thing is, a lot of people lose respect for boxing when things like this happen because they do not want their champion to lose that O. And you're talking about a guy who's not, this isn't even his specialty. Coming in and doing this to your guy, um, and you don't give that person, the appropriate person who's supposed to win the W, it makes you kind of look shitty. So a lot of people were outraged about it. A lot of celebrities were going off about it. A lot of people who just really watched the fight in real time were going off about it, just saying that boxing is a joke. Um, but Francis Ngannou was like, "Hey, look, this is the sport of boxing." And keep in mind, Mike Tyson was the person who coached Francis Ngannou for this specific fight. And yeah,
Sheesh.
he apparently is a great coach. But
I
and
mean, yeah.
what burns a little bit more is that Tyson Fury was named after Mike Tyson and had to fight against the guy training. It just a little bit fucked up. But
Double whammy.
I mean, yeah, boxing really lost a lot of respect, lost a lot from people. So yeah, that's what happened, and I watched that fight, and I was just in shock and awe, and I loved every minute of it. But
Cool.
let's talk about some things that I didn't love every minute of. What the fuck did Bad Bunny drop? What the fuck did Bad Bunny drop?
Well, it's not
That made
even
me
Bad
sick.
Bunny. So
No.
we'll do like a album drop, quick like runoff. But
Okay.
not only Bad Bunny but Drake.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for Bad Bunny, like I've tried listening to the album multiple times just to see like if it'll grow on me,
You
and
was trying to
it's
fight for
not
your
it.
man. You was trying to fight for your
I was
man. I
trying.
see. I
Yeah,
get it. I get
yeah.
it.
I tried. I mean, I still like a couple songs that we talked about that we both liked, but overall, for an album that long, us liking less than half of the songs is not a good look. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
count this one as a flop for him in my book.
Yeah.
It's
I,
not
I
my favorite album at all, or even no, it's probably like the worst album for me from him.
it just gets me upset because again, I've mentioned it on the podcast before.
Hmm.
My my girlfriend has an unhealthy relationship with Bad Bunny,
Which we'll talk about later.
which we'll talk about later. Absolutely. But I had to be home at a specific time, and
Yeah,
J-Rock also has an unhealthy obsession. And we had to get drinks going. We had a party started just to listen to the album.
and it flopped.
Pretty shitty.
Yeah,
And
I
I
don't
like
apologize.
it hurt me to watch her heartbreak. To be honest with you, I was just
Yeah,
looking like Jesus Christ.
it's the fact that she changed
Yeah, yeah.
midway
No,
through.
it was a great outfit. She put on a really nice
No,
outfit.
yeah, she
I
looked
felt like
great.
it looked like we were going to the club, and then
Yeah,
halfway through the album, she's like, "I'm changing my PJs."
yeah,
That's how
yeah.
bad it was.
It was,
So
yeah, it
I don't
was
know
very
what's going on.
disappointing. I will
Now,
say with the Drake album, I feel similar because I've tried to re-listen to it and try to see if like my rankings got any better, but I still like the 6 songs that I originally picked.
I like to cry quite a few, but I feel like it was the features and or
The features that
production
carried.
that
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
carried him.
Yeah.
Um, I will say that my favorites are first person shooter.
Yeah, because it's
That's
J.
what's called
Cole.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still I still like the line the I'm one away from Michael better beat it whatever he said. I
Oh
still
yeah,
think that
yeah.
was a fire.
I think
Uh,
his verse like once the beat switch was really good, but I
yeah.
also feel like J. Cole like carried him.
So yeah, and my favorite song off of the whole album is still gonna be Rich Baby Daddy.
Yeah.
Um,
I
that
love that
song,
song
that's the
too.
song of the year. I'm sorry,
Whoa.
song of the year.
Okay.
It's think about it. Oh no, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. It's a flex. It's
No,
an
it's a
amazing,
great song. I also think that SZA just sounded so
and
fucking beautiful on that
everybody
song.
everybody played their part on that song and killed
Dude.
it. I
Even when
said that
she's like
was
harmonizing, oh
amazing.
my god. I was just like, this is just
And
amazing.
Sexy Red just like hands on your
On your
knees, and I'm
knees.
like, okay.
Yeah. My
And then
hands are
Sis
on
is
my
like,
knees.
it's just like, deep
Yeah,
inside.
no, that was a
I'm like,
great song.
I get it, I get it.
Yep.
No,
Those are the standouts for both of us. So,
but the person that kind of slid in and stole the show was Offset. Offset's album
oh
was
yes.
fucking awesome.
So good.
We went over it, and everything's a banger. Like
Mhm.
almost everything is a banger. I mean, I know you're a huge Migos fan, and
Yeah,
this was probably you are probably going to be biased. So I didn't take your
obviously.
I didn't really take your side on this one. I was just like, you know what? Let me see for myself how good it is,
Mhm.
and it did not disappoint. It was a really good album.
Dude,
One of
I
the
think it's
better,
his best work.
yeah, it was. He definitely expressed himself and showed that he is a complete artist
He's
through his
versatile.
through his album. That's what a
Mhm.
lot of these people lack, and
Mhm.
that's why they become like I call them feature vultures because they
I see
just
that.
show up on the feature and they're awesome on the feature, but then they kind of you know
Their album flops. Yeah.
their album flops like Ty Dolla Sign or you
Ty
know
Dolla Sign is a legit just a feature artist. That's like his
exactly.
title.
Give me
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
me? And Offset could have done that. I think that it would have been uh, appropriate for Offset to do something like that.
Ooh,
And
I have a
but
hot take.
go ahead.
Another feature artist,
Who?
Sway Lee.
Oh, 100%. 100%. He can't drop an album. I like yeah, no. If he
It's
drops an album,
yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
confused. I'll be like, "What are you doing?"
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think
And
that
then
who else? I don't
yeah.
even I don't know many. I think Tyga's also a really good feature artist if the beat is specific.
Yeah. No, I think
Like
those are like the top two probably.
yeah, no, like I mean, Offset could have definitely been one of those people, and then just like
Hmm.
kind of rode off of that, but he chose to, be a little bit more risky, and it paid off for him because his songs became fucking fire, and I loved it. And another person who is I hope comes back with a vengeance is Cardi, because Cardi's features this year alone have
Cardi
been
B.
yes.
Okay, make sure you say Cardi B and not Playboy Cardi, because then
No, no,
no,
no, no, no. No.
no,
I'm talking about
absolutely
Cardi
not.
B. Cardi B. She
Hmm.
has been fucking going crazy.
I
She's
need
been
her to
killing
drop
it.
an album. Yeah, she needs to drop an
Yeah,
album ASAP.
she's just been going through it mentally, man. So she
Yeah,
just need like she's just been stepping away from it for a bit. But
but
yeah,
let's talk about our musical heroes and them dropping an album that brought back the emo.
yeah. I heard it was really good. Blink 182. If you
Yes.
guys don't know, Blink
Yeah.
182 just dropped an album. I haven't gotten around to listening to it. I'm
Dude.
sorry. I'm sorry. That's on me. I
Okay,
dropped the
okay.
ball.
So
I dropped the
let's
ball.
We'll put this for the next podcast, but
Yeah, let's schedule a
yes,
listening party because I need to hear it.
but sounds good.
I need to hear it. It's my fault. I dropped the ball. But
It's okay.
definitely, I can't wait. I can't wait to go ahead and get my hands on it. But what I will say is that Bad Bunny on SNL, fucking hilarious. Um,
Him and Pedro Pascal were freaking like
Dynamic duo. Never thought I'd see
amazing.
it coming.
I
No, I
mean,
mean, it's dude, my favorite. You saw the whole show, or did you just see some clips?
I saw some of the skits and
Did
the
you see
performance.
did you see the Shrek clip?
Yes, yes.
Oh my god, I die.
The
That
Shrek one was really good.
like I don't care.
Yeah, the Shrek one was good. I also like the one with Pedro Pascal about like the aunt and the mother.
Yeah,
With
that was
the Hispanic
hilarious,
background.
bro.
Yeah, no, that was.
I don't know
That's
why,
actually
but
how it is.
yeah, no, I was listening to it and I
Yeah,
understood everything. I was like,
yeah,
oh yeah, I get it.
spot
I was like,
on.
oh, these
Yeah,
assholes are talking shit. Like,
yeah, yeah. It was spot on.
no,
Um,
it was hilarious. Like,
yeah.
what a freaking I
He
didn't
showed
see
out.
that coming. Yeah,
He
he
showed
did
out. He
great.
showed out.
Too bad he didn't put that effort in his album. Anyway, Flavor Flav singing the national anthem. Did you see that?
No.
It was the funny thing is, they were trying to make fun of Flavor Flav by
Hmm.
having him sing the national anthem. I know what they're going for. They're like, "Huh, this is gonna be a funny joke," but Flavor Flav did way better than anybody thought he would do, singing the national anthem, and also he did better than Fergie.
I mean, anyone could do better than Fergie.
Listen, I want you guys specifically to go back and watch Fergie's national anthem.
Yo, 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 yo. Let's do a poll.
Let's do a
Let's
poll.
do a poll. Let's do a poll.
Who wore it better?
Who were better, Flavor Flav or Fergie?
Exactly. No, dude, like that, like he did an okay job. I was like, all right, it wasn't, all right. But I did also want to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about something else that's a little bit close to home, literally, because I live in Atlanta, and I just told you about this this week about this person.
All right, well, let's hurry up because we're about to hit the 40-minute mark and we still haven't even gotten to the special topic.
Listen. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Look, his name is Keith Lee. Keith Lee showed up at Atlanta, and when Keith Lee showed up in Atlanta, uh, he pretty much showed Atlanta for what it was as far as etiquette,
Yep.
and a lot of people were upset, but majority of the people that were upset were business owners because they're like,
Hmm.
well, what do you mean? And it really shows you how much customer service matters, and I'm
Yeah, and
glad
how
that.
much it sucks in Atlanta.
Yes, exactly. And I'm glad he's exposing it. And I want to encourage him to keep on doing the good work. Uh, and the last thing we want to go ahead and talk about when it comes to sports and entertainment, I mean, this isn't an entertaining topic, but what we do want to say is our hearts do go out to um, the whole situation that's happening with Israel and Palestine. And we want to extend, our hearts to those who are victims of this unethical war, and just want to we just hope that anybody who could hear this could recognize that there should be a ceasefire. There should be
Yeah.
a ceasefire for all of this that's going on. This isn't necessary. This is damn near genocide, and you
Yep.
know funding this type of behavior is just inhumane. So we just kind of wanted to go ahead and share our thoughts on that and extend our you know prayers.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow, that was pretty sad.
That
Fair
was.
enough.
Let's move on to like our series recap.
All right. So now our series recap. We want to go ahead and talk about Gen V. I haven't watched it. What did you think?
Oh my god, dude. I just watched the season finale today because it came out today. Uh oh my gosh.
Is it good?
Dude. Like I've never been excited for The Boys season 4 as much as I am right now because it literally connects to The Boys season 4 like episode 1. And the
Got it.
ending
Okay.
of The Boys season 4 is going to connect to Gen V season 2 episode 1.
Oh.
So it's like a
Okay.
continuation of the story. Like it literally picks up where Homelander like kills the human
Don't
at
tell
his
me.
last press conference. Dude, what do you mean? This is the ending of The Boys season 3.
I know, but still, I want to remember when I'm watching it.
Shut up. But yeah, definitely recommend. Especially if you're like into The Boys, it's really good. Obviously, like some people were upset because it's too woke, and it's like, have
Okay.
you been watching The Boys?
Oh my
Because The
god.
Boys is pretty fucking woke.
It's all
Um,
about that shit. Yeah.
yeah, it's literally like satire. Um, but
What do you rate
definitely
it?
recommended. Ooh, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay. All right. That
I'm gonna
sounds
give it
good.
an 8
8 out of
because
10.
I feel like there were some episodes that were definitely filler episodes, but I'm gonna give it an 8.
Mm-hmm. How many episodes is it?
8.
8. All right. How
Otro.
about Loki season 2?
Loki season 2. I'm gonna just say
What
this.
are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Because I have
I'm
my
gonna just
thoughts
say
about
this.
it.
I'm gonna just say this. I apologize for the slander I gave Loki season 1
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
because no no
Oh
no 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 no
no.
Loki season 1. Um, I remember I did like it. I didn't like the ending of it. The ending of it just ruined the whole season for me.
Okay.
But Loki season 2, standing ovation. Y'all got me back. Y'all changed my mind.
Then you can't apologize for Loki season 1 because Loki season 1 that was
I was
valid.
trashing it. I was
Yeah,
trashing
you should have.
Loki in
It was
general.
no. You should. You were right to trash Loki season 1 because they didn't
Okay.
deliver. But if they delivered now, then it's like, all right,
Okay.
thanks
All right.
for good job getting me on your side.
Yeah. Thanks for getting me on your side because episode 1 of season 2 should have been the season finale of season 1. And
Gotcha.
episode 3 of season 2 should have been the premiere of season 2, in my opinion.
Got you. Okay, I get that. I get that because
Mhm.
I feel like I'm still walking through, um, pretty much the crosshairs of season 1.
Yeah. I
But
will
no,
say episode 4 is probably the best episode of this season.
it always is episode 4.
Episode
The
4. Yeah,
episode 4 is
Marvel and
always
episode
the
4.
best. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
So,
you think about? It's a little sidebar. What do you think about Marvel?
the Marvel
About the
drama.
conspiracies of having to reboot everything or
Oh, it's
bring
not a
back the
conspiracy.
Avenger.
They're
Oh,
doing a full
brother,
reboot. They're doing a full reboot.
they're
Because apparently
falling into
Jonathan.
the DC trap. Falling into the DC
Well,
trap, man.
apparently Jonathan Majors like it's a bigger situation, so Kang might not happen. So they're going the Fantastic Four route now. So I don't know.
This is bad, man. I think it's bad, but we'll see what
We'll
happens,
see.
and then we'll
We'll
talk
see.
about it. We'll talk about it
We'll
when it
see.
happens. Talk about it when it happens.
Honestly,
All right.
Loki season 2 has been top tier for me. Hopefully they
Okay.
don't drop the ball with the finale again. So I will not
Hmm.
rate it until after the finale.
Okay, that's smart. So, have you seen Invincible?
I watched the first episode today.
What do you think? What do you think?
Kind of disappointing.
Fuck. I mean, fudge.
Not gonna lie, like the hype of the way season
Okay.
1 ended, I guess episode 2 was just too like the beginning of episode 2 was really good. Like it threw me for a loop. But the rest of the episode, like I caught myself being on my phone and not fully listening.
Mm.
And
You
that
know,
kind of was just like, eh.
what I think it is. I think it's definitely a pandemic thing. I think that a lot of shows we really, really were invested in because it was during the pandemic
And there was
and
nothing
we
else to
didn't,
do.
there was nothing else to do. So we really, really found a soul in that show.
Yeah.
But like now that we can go outside, we're like, oh brother, this sucks. This
Yeah.
guy
And
stinks.
I think for me right now, because like I've been watching shows like back to back to back to back that have been so good and
Hmm.
have kept me entertained,
Yeah.
that the fact that this episode was like didn't hit for me was disappointing, and I'm hoping like the rest of the season does get better, at least for my expectations. But for right now, like I was just like, okay, welcome back. So you let me know
Nah.
what you think when you see it then.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know because me and my
Mhm.
girlfriend are actually both looking forward to that so much. So I'll
Yeah,
let
I
you
hope it
know.
gets better. Yeah. Maybe like I'm being
Jesus
too harsh,
Christ,
but
man.
we'll see.
Maybe it's that when there's a lot of anticipation, then you start to say like, yo man, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You
well, this is
expect
one of
you
those
expect
what the
more.
fuck. All right.
All right.
It's on you now.
So the Changalangalang, the Changeling, Changeling. There's a show with Lakeith Stanfield. No, okay. So I talked about this a couple podcasts ago about this show, The Changeling, and I was really head over heels for it. It was great. Yeah, it flopped, bro. It just did a complete
Oh,
180.
dang.
Like I
Well,
was like, we were sitting here watching it and just in pure disappointment. Like I don't know if
dang.
I like they went so many different directions. They made it just turned out to be a whole bunch of nothing. And then the season finale was also so very bleh, you know?
Dang.
It was so lackluster. I felt as if I just kind of walked backwards into the story
Mm-hmm.
and it just didn't I didn't feel it. So definitely don't recommend anymore.
Okay. What do you
And
rate
the
it?
season Oh, I'm gonna rate it a 4 out of 10.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
It gave me I think
crap.
it gave me 4 good episodes, so I'll give it a 4 out of 10.
Dang.
Now, Friday Night at Freddy's. I don't
Okay, this
care.
one's it's on my
I don't
list. It's on
care
my list.
what Rotten Tomatoes says. You need to watch it. 100%. You need to watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch
Also,
it.
I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes says. Y'all are trash. Everybody who
Yeah, Rotten
gave it
Tomatoes is trash.
a, a low score, trash. You guys suck. You guys don't get it. You guys don't understand how it feels to be a kid again. And that's what Friday Nights at
Spitting
Freddy's
bars.
is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying how I feel, man. And yeah, everybody should watch it and have a little fun. But definitely don't go into it with the mindset of, oh my god, this best cinema I've ever seen. Dude, just go into it as a fun movie. That's it, and
Oh,
you'll be
can I make
pleased.
one more comment about Loki?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you know I'm a like music whore, but the freaking soundtrack for Loki, top tier, top tier. Like y'all don't
Yeah,
understand how much I love the audio. Like just the soundtrack, it's great. All right,
it's been
continue.
it's been
Sorry.
good so far. I know it's been good so far. I
Yeah,
liked it. I've been enjoying. Um, I also watched Blue Beetle. Hot garbage. Let's just
I
not
knew
get
that.
into it. But I'm
Okay.
just gonna give it. I'm just gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Actually, a 7 out of 10. Like
How is it hot garbage and you rated it a 7?
it's hot garbage because they built up so much anticipation. They compared it to Spider-Man. They did all this stuff. No, no, dude. Like just say it's an all right movie, and I'll be fine. I'll be fine if you were
Yeah,
more transparent. Just be like, oh, it's all right, but it's
I
not a
knew
oh,
it
it's all right.
flopped. I knew it flopped because it was in the movie theater for only a month here,
Yeah, dude. It,
and
it
this
was
is
also
like
yeah.
upstate New York. Come
I
on
was
now.
like, what? Like I was on the app that I used to steal, and I was like, I could steal this already. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. It was literally
Now
like in the movie theater for a month, so that sucks.
it was pretty sad. But now let's get into some trailers that we might be excited for, might not be. Echo. What are your thoughts? Marvel's
Okay,
Echo.
okay. I obviously I thought this was gonna get canceled, or at least that's the rumor I heard that it was being canceled. Um, but based on the trailer, it looks like they're like going more into that dark, bloody, gory, non-Disney Marvel, which I am interested in. Um, I did like the trailer after you sent it to me. I thought like low key, it looked really pretty good. But we'll see. Marvel
Okay.
has this way of like tricking you with like
With
showing
the
you this
trailers.
fire ass trailer and then the show's trash. Um,
Yeah.
but
Nah, go
we'll
ahead.
see. I'm down
I
for the violence. You know I love the violence.
of
So
course, like I'm gonna watch it, but I'm scared of I'm just scared of it being the lackluster vibe. Like it because I don't
yeah.
understand why we need an Echo show.
I think it's
I
less
was
of an Echo
perfectly
show and more of a Daredevil connection because
they could
that's what
just
it
make a
seems
Kingpin
like.
show. They could just make a Kingpin show. Like
Yeah.
that would be great. But
Yeah.
they like I feel like what like has been no Marvel connection to this character specifically for
Well,
them
to
to have their
anything, honestly, let's be real.
yeah,
Marvel has dropped the ball and hasn't been
yeah,
connecting anything, which is why like the full reboot to me makes sense. But
yeah.
I guess we have to
And
wait and
then
see.
in your words, it's not even gonna matter because if there's gonna be a full reboot. So what's the point of any of this? You
Unless
know?
this connects somewhere else. But honestly, like who knows? They haven't shown us shit. So we'll
Yeah,
see. This is me like being angry at Marvel. Like wake the
I
fuck
get it.
up.
Yeah. Now, Planet of the Apes is coming out. And you know I
This
love me
wasn't
some
even
Planet
on
of
the
the Apes.
series recap.
Yep,
Because if
no,
we're
it is.
gonna do that, we're gonna
Look at
talk
it.
about
Look at it.
Godzilla.
No, no, no. Look at the series recap, and you'll see that there is a POTA, and that is Planet of the Apes.
You just added
I'll give you a
that.
second.
I I hate you. You should have added the Godzilla one
No,
then.
no, I didn't see the Godzilla one.
The Godzilla one is
Oh, I
fucking top
did.
tier. Yes, I sent
I
it to
did.
you.
I'm excited for all of this stuff, man.
Honestly, yeah, fuck
I'm
it.
waiting for another Transformers. Like even though one just came out, I'm waiting for another one. I'm ready.
Honestly, I
Like
have to watch that new Transformers. I have a list of
please
things to
watch it.
watch on the
Please
weekends
watch it.
now. I got it. I got it. I'm off weekends now, so I'm on it.
I'm excited for you to watch. Like, but Planet of the Apes, I love the idea of them creating a civilization and pretty much walking through what humans have done. I'm super excited.
Honestly,
Planet of the Apes never
Planet of the
disappointed.
Apes has always been top tier, so it doesn't really matter
Yeah.
what they do. It's been great. All right, shall
So
we take a break?
yeah, let's take a quick break and we'll come right back. Hey guys. All right, we're back with our special topic. Sorry for the break. Sometimes you need them. But we do want to introduce our special topic.
Shout out to
Don't laugh
BetterHelp.
at me. Shout out to BetterHelp. Shout out to Talkspace.
Talkspace.
Talkspace and BetterHelp. Talkspace. Why can't we do both? Anyway,
I'm
so
not on either anymore, so. My therapist moved to another one, but I don't know the name, so whatever.
you can always create a new bond with a new therapist. That's not a
No, thank
problem.
you. No.
There's there's plenty of fish in the sea, J-Rock.
No. I found my one. All right, continue.
We need to have a conversation about this afterwards. Anyway, this this sort of topic is about parasocial relationships
I threw you up.
with celebrities. I hate you. It is about parasocial relationships with celebrities. I
Mhm.
mean, what are parasocial relationships, right? Well, there are one-sided relationships where one person extends emotional energy, interest, and time, and the other party party, the persona, is completely unaware of the other person's existence. So um, it's kind of like you guys and your exes. Oh.
Oh,
No, but that's like when you
seriously.
uh, are pretty much infatuated with somebody who doesn't really know who you are, like a celebrity or something like that. And
We could
we
go over some
wanted,
examples.
yeah, let's talk like pretty much Swifties, the Beehive, sports
You
fans,
literally
social
went
media fans.
all over the place, did not follow the script at all. Literally, I
Bro.
have examples. Readers and fictional characters, listeners and talk radio hosts, fans and celebrities, followers and social media influencers, or sport fans and athletes.
Now, the real question is this healthy or can these parasocial relationships be healthy? Forming bonds with celebrities is common and even satisfying for companionship and social connection with others. But it can be dangerous. People may become overly invested in the lives of media figures, leading to emotional attachment and potential disappointment if the figure behaves differently than projected. So, I mean, there are certain examples which I was going over. Uh, like, let's say you go to a Taylor Swift concert and you are just so engulfed with the presence of Taylor Swift, and you just feel like you connect with her. She don't know you. How can you connect with her?
It's not
Maybe
only
her.
that. It's like
Go ahead.
on top of just that, like being upset about who she's dating. Or like
Hmm.
now Swifty's becoming obsessed with football. And it's like just because you like football doesn't mean that you are Taylor Swift's best friend.
Exactly. Or
So
the Beehive. So
yeah,
let's say you say something negative about Beyonce on Twitter, and
and
then a
everyone
bunch of
attacks
people
you.
just come for your neck.
Hmm.
Those are examples of these parasocial relationships. Now, can they get dangerous? Yes, because niggas
Fuck yeah.
die for less. Like people have literally hurt other people because of the connection that they've
Killed.
had with this relationship. Yes. Like, dude, have you ever seen those clips of everybody on mute? The Beyonce, like the Beyonce
Yeah.
concert, where she's like everybody
And
on
then
mute, and then somebody says something, and they get the shit slapped out of them. Yeah,
yeah.
that's fucking
Yeah.
strange.
Yep.
Um, and then their justification is like, well, she said everybody on mute, and I'm like, well, she's not gonna pay you. Like, you're not her
Yeah.
security guard. Like, what are we doing here?
It's
So,
not only that. Like another example is like athletes.
yeah,
Where if like your favorite player, like let's say Steph Curry, he misses the 3-pointer for the NBA Finals, and people send him death threats. It's
yeah,
like it's not that serious. Like it's
or
not like your
or
life
it ruins your
doesn't
day.
depend on it. Yeah, like it's not
Or
that
let's say
serious.
he makes a 3 pointer, and then you choose to, go ahead and put on a Steph Curry jersey and go to work and show off that, your favorite player actually scored the winning point.
Oh, or if you're like a big LeBron fan and then just post him on social media over and over again, and then talk about how he's the goat, as we both talk
So
about our parasocial relationships with athletes.
exactly, I am really impressed on how we went into that.
Yep.
That's perfect because
Yep.
that was on the script. We were supposed to go into anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, we were going to talk about our own parasocial
Look, I'm gonna
relationships.
be straight up with you. I am in like multiple parasocial relationships with athletes and musicians right now. Like ranging from like Steph Curry. I got one with Phoebe Bridgers. I got one with Bad Bunny. I got one with Christian Pulisic. Like literally, I'm all over the place.
So I
But I
actually
love
talked to
it.
my therapist. I talked to my therapist about this one time because I found myself one day. I was watching a fight, and I was literally shaking. Like I was like
Yeah.
shaking because I was like nervous about the outcome.
Hmm.
And then I find myself, watching the interviews and stuff like that, and like, oh my god, like, hey man, this is a tough loss, blah blah blah, or this
Yeah.
is, oh man, feeling great for the person that won. And I talked to my therapist and I was like, I don't like feeling like this. I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't like to be the guy. I don't like to be the sports fanatic that, kind of steps outside of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So uh she told me, she's like, hey, they don't know who you are. They're gonna be fine if they win. They're gonna be fine if they lose. And they were
Life
like,
goes on.
and she said that the reason why we find this connection with these people is because in some way their success validates us, like validates our lifestyle and kind of lets us know that we were right, So,
Yeah.
for example, when LeBron James does something that proves that he's a great player, that it justifies the feeling that I have to go into the barbershop and be like, see, told y'all, did y'all see the game yesterday? But in reality, there's no reason to even do that because majority of
Mhm.
people who are attached to these figures are attached to them based off of nostalgia. So there is no proving yourself right. There is no
Well,
reason to go for that.
I'll give you another
Mm-hmm.
side of that. Like for me, like a lot of the times when it comes to like musicians that like I'm listening to a lot or like I'm really into and create these parasocial relationships, it's usually like friendships. Like, oh, I feel like if I were to meet like for example, Travis Barker being
Mm-hmm.
like one of my favorite drummers of all time or probably like my idol, like I feel like we would connect a lot or like bond as friends because we both play the drums, we both
Yeah.
like similar music, things like that, which is why like in my head like that's where some of my parasocial relationships go to. Same with like
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry, like he's a great one of the best shooters of all time or the best shooter of all time. So like as a basketball player who loves to shoot, like that's something we could connect with. So I also like to see that perspective of it, but then there's people who just take it to the next level who like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, like Billie Eilish. I like Billie Eilish. I love her music. I think she's a great artist. I think she's a great performer too. But people sexualize her. A lot of her
Yeah.
fans sexualize her. That's that's to me like where like the line is drawn between like a parasocial relationship and just like
Yeah.
extreme parasocial relationship,
I
which
get
is
what
like
you're saying.
yeah, something that Doja Cat like brought up where it's like a lot of you need to go outside and touch grass
Yeah.
or like seek God because you're getting to the level of just like weird and
Yeah,
taking
it's
it to the
creepy.
extreme. Yeah.
It's creepy out of sense because I remember when she first started wilding out and talking about these things, like
Hmm.
talking about you know, people pretty much being too involved.
Yeah.
We were like, yo, man, like this girl's being an asshole.
Hmm.
But then we thought about it a little bit more and we're like, no, people are strange.
Yeah.
People are being
Yeah.
creepy. Like, yeah, you guys could be fans of somebody's music, but
Hmm.
to jump in and say you owe us A, B, and C, you
Yeah.
owe us
That's
this
crazy.
version of you, that's
Hmm.
when it gets a little bit crazy.
It's
Like,
also you go, you go, you go. I'll
no,
jump in later.
I'll tell you one that I used to have
Hmm.
and I actually unlearned um was
Kanye.
Kanye. Bro,
I knew that was going there.
you ask J-Rock, I was the biggest Kanye fan on and off the court. Like, yo, everything he did, I had a justification. I was like, nah, but you guys don't understand the vision. But then you
Yeah.
realize that this person you've never met this person. You
Hmm.
have no idea. You
Hmm.
could, and it's okay to look at things objectively. Like, it's
Yeah.
okay for me to say, Kanye West makes my favorite music. He's made my favorite music, but I just don't know him as a person.
Yeah.
And I don't, and it's okay to say, hey, I don't think he was right about this. I don't think he was right about that. But it almost feels like when it comes to these parasocial relationships, if I say something bad about this person, then you feel like you're letting them down, but in reality, you're just forming your own opinion and
Opinion.
actually, yeah, and actually creating a mentality for yourself. So
Yeah.
it's such a weird, funny thing to think about.
Yeah. Cuz like even with me like one thing that really bothers me is when people are like get upset at like celebrities who are dating other people and like they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, she shouldn't date this person or he shouldn't date this person because blah blah blah." It's like, dude, you don't know either one of them. So like what makes
exactly.
you the better person to like judge them? So like that's one thing where I'm just like, "Yo, like chill out." But parasocial relationships are pretty common. I'm not going to lie. Like we all have them.
Yeah,
We all
we
like
all
switch.
have them.
Yeah.
My girlfriend has one with Bad Bunny, like I said earlier before. Doesn't
I
make sense to
mean,
me. I
we
mean,
all have one with Bad Bunny, let's be honest.
okay, so no, but
I
I mean,
mean,
hold on, hold
did
on,
we
hold on, hold on, hold
freeze?
on. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Sorry, we had a little bit of a technical
Technical
issue,
difficult.
and it was probably because J-Rock was just, going ahead and fantasizing a little bit too hard over Phoebe Bridges, Bad Bunny, and you know, what
Hey
was the other
man.
person?
Uh I think that was it. I think it was just Phoebe Bridgers and Bad
No, it
Bunny.
was Phoebe Bridges. It was Phoebe Bridges call me, and then it was Bad Bunny Yamame, and then she's
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh, and I'll go ahead and tell him to call Allison too." And I was like, "Hold on,
Yeah.
wait a
And then I
minute."
was like, Jesoma could join too, so we'll make it a party.
Nah, man, but I mean, I
That should be
think
the
that
picture.
that should be the big ready. One, two, three.
Oh my god,
Nah, but
everyone watching this are gonna think we're clowns.
like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, if
I
you're not
came here
watching
to
this, you're gonna be so confused.
I came here to hear about fucking sports, bro. What the fuck is this? No, but I mean, I think that those are good points. Have you
Yep.
guys ever had any parasocial relationships that you want to share? Let us know. I mean, I definitely want to know who you guys are obsessed with. I'd want to
Yeah, me too.
understand that.
I think that'll be interesting, to see, like, all of our fans' like, different favorite people.
Point, yeah, and also their
Mhm.
point of views. I want to see what it
Yeah.
was that I want to know what it was that drove you guys to that point.
Oh, yeah, we could share that as well, but we'll do that,
Yeah,
like, on our own post.
of course, absolutely.
Yep.
All right, so now let's jump into our next segment. Am I the J squared asshole? Now,
This is
guys,
all you, I'm just listening.
yes, and I want to hear your input this time. Don't just leave me out here by myself, okay? All
Fine.
right, so am I the asshole for putting pressure on my sister after she found out her husband got another woman pregnant? All right, you want to
Yeah,
know what type?
dang, okay,
I
okay.
know, right? You want to know what type of pressure
Starting out
this is? All
strong.
right. So my sister has been married for 10 years, and she has 3 children with her husband. She found out 2 weeks ago that her husband cheated on her at least a dozen times, and he got another woman pregnant. This, of course, has been the most awful thing for my sister, and I have been supporting and comforting her ever since she learned what happened. My sister has spoken like she's heavily leaning towards staying with her husband so their
Huh?
kids' lives won't be turned upside down.
Huh?
Hey. She has said that she could not be around a child, though she cannot be around the child, though, and would never accept them. I understand her feelings are all over the place and that she's still raw with all of this. But when she talked about staying around and mentioned her feelings for the child, I felt like I needed to step in, and that's where I might be the asshole. So there is some background as to why I feel so strongly. Our dad, our dog, our dad was the
Dog.
result. Our dad was the result of an affair. He was not an American, so his father's wife stayed, and he ended up with custody of dad. What the fuck?
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I. This is very confusing. Dad was made to suffer for his birth, and it was something that really weighed on dad for the rest of his life. I get it. Okay, so pretty
So the
much
dad
the
was
dad,
a
their dad, was the
uh-huh.
result of an affair,
Uh-huh.
and the his his father pretty much stayed in the country, and he stayed over here, like in the
Okay.
States. So
Okay.
it kind of like fucked with him as they were growing up. All right, cool. He said that he was born hated, and he knew that he would die hated. His childhood was miserable, and there were times where he wondered how he survived his childhood. It was rough, and he moved to America young to start anew and have a better life. All right, so pretty much she feels like divorce is better. She's trying to encourage her sister to get a divorce. And her sister's like, "What the fuck? Why are you pressuring me to get a divorce?" So she told me that I shouldn't be putting pressure on her right now, that she knows that what her dad went through, and
Mm-hmm.
how it's had an effect on her kids' lives. She told me I wasn't helping anymore, and that is what she needed: help via listening and her shutting up about leaving. Then she told me I fucking sucked right now. Jesus Christ. And I should be more worried about her than anyone.
No wonder she got cheated on.
You're an you are the
I am the
asshole.
J squared asshole. um.
Yo, yeah, no. I don't think that it's anybody's place to push a
Yeah.
divorce onto anyone, no matter what your background was. I mean, and I kind of feel what she's saying because of uh, the comment of, oh, when that child is born, I'm not gonna love that child.
Yeah.
But what if you're all that child has? I think when you like, I think she has a point, but it's just bad timing. But the point is like, hey, when you choose to stay with this person, you're gonna choose to stay with their baggage too. You can't just choose to opt out of certain responsibilities.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think everyone's an asshole in this situation, or like how
Yeah,
Reddit says it, which is each share the whole. Um,
yeah,
I think
yeah,
I agree with that because obviously, like, you don't want to get a divorce, you want to stay with him, even though he cheated on you, but you're going to have to accept the child if you want to stay in this relationship. It's his kid. Um, who knows if the other mom or the other person is actually involved in the kid's life, but if you
yeah.
want to stay in this relationship, you're going to have to take control of that. And also the
Hmm.
sister, it's not your place to tell her to get a divorce. Like,
Yeah,
right, like in that situation you could support, you could obviously give your advice, but you can't push someone to get a divorce if they don't want to.
yeah, yeah.
So everyone is
Definitely
an
not.
asshole,
Everybody's
including
an
me.
asshole. Yeah, including you. All right, I I that was our "Am I the Asshole?" And
That was
what
an
we want to
interesting
do
one.
right now, yeah, it was. I thought it was pretty great.
That
What
was
we
good.
want to do right now is we want to go ahead and thank you guys for your ongoing support when it comes to us doing our thing. We just really do love to have fun. Uh, and I want to give a shout out to my company, J Markets. If you guys need a website built, if you need your social media handled, we've got it all, and we do it all for an affordable price. We make sure that we don't charge you an arm and a leg. Just tell us what you need, and we got you. So, with that being said, I did recently do a podcast with the Game Changers podcast, and
Let's
it
go.
really
Represent, represent.
hey, and we really did want to. I would just want to highlight how hard it is for entrepreneurs and people who are trying to grow to
Yep.
be, seen as important, and that's what we all want. And we also want to take control of our own narrative, and J Markets is a really incredible way to do that. So yeah, go ahead and reach out to us, DM us, let us know what you
Follow,
guys need.
share, like,
Follow,
comment,
share,
everything.
you know the dealio. Let us know. And also, we want you guys to go ahead and send in your "Am I the Assholes?" We want to keep on reading them. We want to give you guys our perspective, and we want to get your perspective on what you guys are doing in your life and criticize you about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
and our new shirts are coming out soon. I want to. All right, so
I
I'm
just want to
designing
add
new shirts.
this. I just want to add this. I finally got to see the shirts after,
Mhm.
multiple text messages and phone calls of like, oh, do these shirts even exist? Like, how are you going to talk about the shirts the last podcast and then just not even tell me? And then me be like, as surprised. Am I even part of this podcast? Am I even here?
I'm a creative. It takes time.
You're a creative or a creator?
What's the difference?
Shut the fuck.
So what were you saying? You finally got to see them?
Yeah, I finally got to see them because I was surprised that I'm still a part of the JaySquared podcast. But I finally got to see them. So I'm excited to share that with all of you and hopefully get a vote on to see which one we drop first. So that's very exciting.
Fire. Definitely, guys. So again, we want to say this with love. Welcome to the first chapter. And this has been the JaySquared Podcast.
Peace.
Boom.